The land of the giants, as Woody named it, was one big pocket that he came across. As he started looking and digging, he found some microcline and eventually some smoky quartz. And this is how the pocket started.
Yeah, real good looking microcline. It's a nice sign, good plate. That might be one that makes it back home. Okay, this one came out a little while ago. Quite big, very smoky, gemmy on the inside. We might clean up. We'll set that with the rest of our stack of goodies. We do have a few pieces in there, mostly large groups. But then this one here is coming out too. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see right where it came out of. It's got also some smoky, should be pretty gemmy too. We'll set that one up here. Here's another one. Oh, it's a heavy one. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, looks pretty good. Let's get that up here in some light. I don't know how it'll end up being, but looks pretty good. There's another one right here. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, but there's also a good one. So there's another nice one. Looks like we're gonna have a heavy pack out today. But there's also another one right down here. It was uncovered earlier. Not ready to come out, I don't think. No, we'll have to get that here in a minute. Try this one. Oh yeah. And there's a couple more. Right there's not as good as I thought it was going to be.
Woody had to spend some time on that big crystal, and in the process, he discovered a few more crystals.
Well, we're still here in the land of giants. That's that big one there, or another big one anyway. And in trying to get this one out, I unlodged, a smaller one, but we might clean up. Unlodge that. There is another very large one here. It's all broke up though. Maybe it's going down in. I also just got through unlodging this. We'll see what this is. Just a chunk of smoky quartz, nothing too fancy. So let's see if this thing here is ready to come out of there. Okay, it is moving, but I'm going to do some more excavation around the edges. I don't want to break the tip no more than it's already broke, so I'll get back with you.
Woody kept working on the pocket. He came across some more beautiful crystals, but eventually, as dusk crept in, he had to come down the mountain. He made plans to come back on a different day to continue excavating this big pocket. Another reason this pocket was attracting was the fact that the crystals seemed pretty bland on the outside, but when you cracked some open, the color inside was beautiful. It was very gemmy and of a dark color. He named the site the Land of the Giants because he had already found some crystals that were over 12 inches long, and he knew that there were more to come.
If you've stayed with the video so far, you've heard me call this the Land of the Giants. And here's a good example. This crystal starts way down here. There's the nose is starting to be terminated, and the end of it is way up here. over 17 inches. And on 3 sides, I can barely grip 3 sides. It's going to be cracked up. There's a lot of fractures here. I see a root growing out of a fracture here. But there's also some pretty cool microcline in here. This is a good plate of microcline. And microcline's always a great indicator that you're in the right area. A lot of things like to grow with microcline, crystals, quartz crystals, aquamarine, goethite, fluorite. So that's always a good indicator that you're in the right area whenever you're around microcline like that. If you're on a hole and you're wondering if you should give up on it or not, if you're finding stuff like that, I would not give up on it. I'd find out where that stuff's still going. So we got a lot of digging left to do. Well, I've been trying to get this to come out for a while now, and it looks like it's finally moving. I know it's going to be broke up. There's a root growing right through the center of it there. Bad fractures here, and everything that's been this size that's been coming out has been broke up. There may be some good parts to the tip. I hope so. It feels gemmy on the tip. Oh, it's just breaking all bad. Take the centerpiece out. A huge piece of crystal. Here's the face plate. Wow, look how cool that stuff is in there. Very sharp edges. We'll take that and set it down. That's neat as heck.
This was the beginning of the end. The crystals that Woody found were all fractured up and started to break when he pulled them out from the earth. The land of the giants pocket produced a lot, and Woody certainly didn't go home empty-handed. Nice Colorado finds with a very pleasant surprise was an outing that Woody and I went on after I came back from visiting my family in France. While I was gone, he went scouting for a little bit, and he was all excited about it because the site that he found was producing some very beautiful pieces of facetable great smoky quartz. It was a cold morning, but we were ready for another adventure, and so were Cedar and Cirrus.
Well, we're starting off. It is 9:30, a bit late, but we got a bit of a hike too, so. But it's good. There's no one around. It's nice. I like these remote areas. There's nobody here. We can take our time. We don't have to sneak up on them. Those crystals will be sitting there sunbathing, laying out in the sun, just enjoying this nice fall weather we have. It'll be nice. Okay, so one of my favorite plants, and everybody knows these, but is this right here. And even in the wintertime, just seeing this dead stalk, I know that this is the plant that I'm looking for. Normally, it would have the seeds on them, which have already dropped off. There might be some other, oh, here's some seeds. Here's some seeds that have not dropped off. So these seeds are the ones that you find in your socks and on your pant leg cuffs. You see them all over the place. Well, this is sweet Sicily, a plant that even in the wintertime, these stalks or these little antenna tops, they'll still be sticking out. And in the wintertime, if you dig down to the base of these roots, that's this plant right here. This plant will still be edible, and you can cook it or eat it raw. It smells like sweet Sicily or wild licorice. Some of them have a really good flavor. I like these. And as I look around, I see several plants in here that are of this type. Very good plant. That's my favorite plant. in the wild. Here we also have some rose hips that are kind of dried and shriveled up, but these will also stay edible throughout winter. Thanks, dog. They'll stay edible throughout the winter, and they'll be kind of like a fruit roll-up. They'll taste a lot like a fruit roll-up, but you got to only eat the fruity part, not the seeds inside. You do not want to eat those seeds. One of the things that's cool about Colorado is we have a wide variety of minerals and crystals. Today we found something that isn't found just anywhere. This mineral here, it's not its own mineral. It's called onagite, and it's a composition of quartz. But basically when the iron or gets inside the quartz, it makes a specific type. And this is what it looks like. This here is kind of a honey amber variety. This can be in black or cranberry red. Usually it's not very big. Usually it's only about something to this size. But that's called onagite, and that was named after some location in Russia, I believe is the town where it was first documented. But they've come to say that this is not its own mineral, that it is a variety of quartz, just like citrine or something like that. But if you get it just right in the camera, it really flashes, really flashes, and I don't know what that camera is seeing. So when I was looking down the side here, it was a big flash. It was really nice and shiny in there. It's highly refractive. To me, it should be something other than quartz, but the people in the know say the composition is the same as quartz, so therefore it is just a variety of quartz and not its own mineral.
As we hiked up the mountain, we started to spot some surface finds. We left a few behind, back where we found them, but some made it into our backpack. That could be a good one.
Alright, let's see what it is. Make sure it's quartz, see if it's quartz or topaz. It looks like it's going to be a piece of quartz. Let's just see. Yeah, of course it's on it. I'm sure it's quartz, but at the same time, we can always check all these things out. Nice piece. Almost gemmy enough to look at faceting. The way I tell initially if it's quartz or topaz is I just toss it around in my hand. Topaz being significantly heavier, you would know instantly whether or not it's topaz. This is not topaz. Even though it has some very unusual faceting showing, it's not topaz. It's just regular quartz, but a pretty cool surface find. We'll let it grow back where it was at, see if it grows any bigger. Good formation to it, doesn't it? There's another piece right next to it. Oh wow, that's really clear. Not a full crystal by no means, but it's a piece. Something to look at. Finding topaz out here is extremely rare. I think I might have just a handful of good pieces, and it's extremely rare, but I always check out every opportunity. This one from afar, it looks like it has a little bit of a blue hue to it, which is what I would want in topaz. I don't think this is topaz, but again, there's a little bit of a blue hue. me do a heft test. No. Okay, so can we get these close? So if you look at this, you see there's some striations in here. In topaz, there's kind of a cleavage, and this looked like cleavage. You know, this still looks like it though. So I got to do a specific gravity on this. This has all the look of topaz. I do not expect to see that stuff on quartz, and except for the well, doggone it, that might be topaz. Oh my gosh, if this is topaz, this will be about the third best piece I've ever found. This could be topaz. It's got everything I'm looking for. It's got a little bit of a blue hue to it. Do you see that blue hue? Barely bluish in there. Look at the dog. Rolling right past it. No way. So, you know what? Now that I do that, so I'm gonna grab a piece of quartz and go ahead and put a pause. I'm gonna find a piece of quartz about that size. I'm looking for a piece of quartz here in the ground to kind of measure against this, and we end up finding a crystal just laying there. The more I look at this, I'm 100% certain this is topaz. Look at the blue inside there. That has got to be topaz. That, along with the way these striations are on here, there is no conchoidal fracture to it. It's almost as if it's cleaved off right there. See the cleavage? Those are all properties of topaz. Now, sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. This is a beautiful piece of topaz. I'm bouncing this around in my hand. I'm feeling the heft of it. Sure, this is a larger stone, but topaz is significantly heavier. And I can tell you, the density of this is heavier than quartz. So this is topaz. Oh my gosh. We're gonna do a specific gravity test on this and when we get to the house, we'll do a specific gravity test on this at some point. But I am certain this is topaz. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. While we're still sitting here looking around for a piece of quartz about this big, Cedar's been here. She's been kicking up a lot of dirt. This is what Cedar does. She kicks up dirt all the time. We found that crystal right here when I was looking for a piece of quartz. Now I see something shiny that looks very beautiful right here too. Let's see what it is.
Hold on.
No, that's going to be definitely quartz. Okay, that's obviously quartz. It's not as big as this, but now you see kind of the comparison where I'm talking about. This has got blue in it, and this is just a piece of a lot of inclusions, but it's a piece of quartz. But yeah, I can't wait to do a specific gravity test on it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. Knowing what I can do with this makes this day truly special. And this justifies something. I have found some pretty nice pieces of topaz, but I've been with lots of other people and we've never found topaz again up here for a long, long time. We found another one. There is topaz on this mountain. Wow. I got plans for this. Life's not bad right now. Right there is where I just found that piece of topaz, and then while I was looking around we found like 2 pieces of crystals, a couple of nice ones. And so I come down here and I'm looking down, following it kind of downhill, and then from right up here I can see there's something right down there. Let's go sneak up on it. Pull that out of there. Dogs are in the way. Wow, look at that. What's that look like to you? Is it good? Is it a nice one?
Yeah, there's some clarity in there.
It was just barely sticking out of the ground. I also see little white clear spots.
There's some clear spots right there. Don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, that looks like almost it's a double.
It is?
Yeah, isn't that a double terminated?
It is.
Okay.
I thought you'd seen that.
No, it's kind of hard on the angle.
Oh.
The angle. Let me. Yeah, there you go, right there. Hold that, right about there, and then kind of turn it around a little. Oh, there we go. Yeah,
It's
turn
really
it some
clear
more.
there.
Turn it some more. Yeah, so that's a nice find. Right next door, we found the topaz. Awesome. Good surface finds. All of these are surface finds. These are just laying right on the surface. That is beautiful.
When you go hiking and you look for surface finds, just like we do, it is always good to retrace your steps. And that is something that I learned that day. This crystal is one that I totally stepped over and that I completely missed because it was hiding behind a rock. But when I turned around and looked behind me, it was in plain sight. Let me zoom out. Definitely some facets to it. Beautiful facets, I think. But not Jamie. It's got good facets, but it's not Jamie. It's a beautiful piece, though.
So this one here is actually a really nice one. What I like about it is it's double terminated. This termination here is pretty much broke off. It has a twin growing there. It's a nice piece. It's a nice piece.
I actually like the color of it.
Almost pinkish hue, huh? Mm-hmm. Score, good job. We'll take this one. This one needs to come down and visit us for a while. Yeah.
I'm trying to see through it though. Like,
yeah, it's kind of difficult, huh? Oh, perfect glass on that side. Smooth right there. Super, super smooth. Very gemmy internally. I don't know if you can see any of that. I'm not near somewhere. It's not a full crystal. It's been broke up quite a bit. But there's some good material in there. Okay, we're probably not going to keep this one. This one here is just nice, but it was a cool find. Another thing, while we was doing that, I found this right here. Now, it doesn't look like too much, aside from its obvious, what do they call it, a rhomboid. But once you put this in your hand, we'll switch to you. See how heavy that is. Bounce it up and down. Does that feel real heavy?
Yeah.
And the reason is because that's almost iron. It's a siderite, and it's a real heavy piece of material that is also very nice to find in the hills, and you're in the right area when you start finding stuff like that. It's a piece of iron. Someone could even mistake it for the heft of a meteorite or something like that, almost like lead. It's very, very heavy. So I just also found a brilliant piece of quartz. See how they compare the two? Now maybe you can tell the bluish, there's a little bit of a bluish hue in this piece of topaz. This is very clean. There's some really good workable material in there. But you can also tell how the cleavage that I'm talking about in the properties of topaz, it kind of fractures almost on an even plane or on planes. Quartz doesn't. Quartz fractures and it'll leave a glass-like edges to it, kind of broken up, and there's no pattern to it. It just kind of shatters almost. Conchoidal fracturing is what that's called. Good example of quartz. topaz.
Okay, this is a pretty nice one. Nice shape. But we have plenty of those. So we're just gonna leave this one here. After stopping so many times because we came across so many surface finds, we made it to the site. At times, it was a challenging hike as we had to go over and under a bunch of dead trees, but one that we enjoyed. It seemed that Cyrus agreed that it was challenging. We spent some time exploring this pocket until it was time to head back to the truck.
Okay, that's what we're looking for. That's exactly what we're looking for. It's gonna get busy. Hopefully we'll be able to get some good pictures of somebody finding something nice. Is that a good one? Looks like very clear and gemmy.
It's very gemmy.
It is, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's gonna be a nice one. That's gonna be a good cutter. Ooh, she said ooh.
I mean, it's... This side is really good.
Well, it's... That looks like maybe something new. Definitely worth taking home and checking out. This area's got some beautiful, dark, clear, smoky in it. Kind of a crystal formation as it broke up. So that one's not very gemmy, but it's nice formed. But the other one looks like it's going to be a nice one. What do you think? Yeah, we got to take that home and grade it and see what it looks like. Okay, so we got back into something. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, there we go. So you got a point on it. Underneath your thumb, underneath your thumb, I think it's gonna have a point.
That day was a very productive day. We were able to find beautiful pieces of dark smoky quartz that can be used to make jewelry out of. And the highlight of the day was of course finding that piece of topaz. Like a kid in a candy store was one of the first outings that I did with Woody. We camped for a couple of nights. On the first night it was extremely windy and we thought the tent was gonna get blown down. The next morning, while we were having breakfast, Cedar queued up on something and lo and behold, she had spotted a bear down in the valley. This is the trip I found my first big crystal. Woody says that I've been hooked for life since then.
So when you think you're the coolest kid on the block, I was going to show Arlene, hey, I found a nice little piece. And she comes back and she goes, I win! She found that one at the same time. Hers is a lot better than mine. Good. Not as good as we thought it was going to be, but still pretty nice. Let me see the other side there. Let me see how Jimmy that is. Go slow. I got too close. There we go. Yeah. Nice. That's a double.
There's two.
Yeah. Cute. Any Amazonite on it?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either. That's a good one. It's a big one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Look at that sucker there. Wow. You see it?
In this video, some of the best well-formed and clearest crystals we have ever found were coming out. A few of these will remain in our display cabinet for years to come.
Looks like a coffin.
That's nice. Look what fell out with it. A double. No, that's
a lot of crazy stuff going on. Is that big one at the bottom or something?
no way.
That is cool.
That's a beauty. Gosh.
I thought it was a
scepter.
Yeah, I thought it was a scepter at first.
No idea what's on this stuff. Some formation. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good little combo. Lots of nice crystals in it. Nice clear.
Nice head.
Oh, here it comes. You ready?
Yep, there it is. No.
Oh my gosh.
No way. That's nice. Hold up by your face so you can see how big it is. Closer. Dude, that's crazy.
Get a still picture. gosh.
Get out of here. Wow.
Yeah, that's some pretty cool stuff. Oh no.
Very nice.
Could be something good. Maybe not.
Plate.
Little ones. Okay. Oh no way. The biggest yet. The biggest yet. Should be the biggest yet. Here it comes. It's moving. Oh, it's a big one. Ugh.
Get out of here. Wow. Damn.
Best you can.
Alright, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Oh,
Keep coming.
did you see what just fell?
I didn't, but I do now.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, dude.
There it is. That's what we're after.
Oh my god.
That's the one we're after.
Let's see this one. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Hey, let me get a picture.
Look at this. It was like this.
I know it.
Look at that. Oh! Whoops. Look at that. I don't really think about that.
Thank you for watching. We had a great time with mountainous adventures and pulling out crystals. We will be out there in 2025 trying to make a repeat. Stay tuned for more videos throughout the year.